Morning, students. What a delight the small group forums were this week, and thanks so much to Derek, who put in a real strong performance in engaging with you. But well done to you for getting involved and learning as much as we can from him. So thank you for that. Now, I've had a look at your timed tutorials. In fact, the marking is quite well progressed, and I just want to give you some feedback regarding your answers. If we look at question 1, where you were asked to produce an outline presentation structure covering about 6 slides, many of you just dealt with the soft skills for dealing with difficult people, and that's not what the question was about. It was about dealing with difficult stakeholders. Many of you did not give good structure to your presentation, and clearly if you're asked to create a presentation, one of the things you need to do is to demonstrate that you can produce some structure in that presentation. So in the beginning of the presentation, obviously, we're looking for an introduction. We then want you to define what is a stakeholder, then define what is a difficult stakeholder. And a difficult stakeholder is really somebody who can derail your project. They must be in a position of sufficient influence that they can actually derail your project. And you must then based on their position, find strategies to head them off, hence the analysis of stakeholders. And what are the key stakeholder management processes that you will use to deal with them? And then finally you would have a conclusion. So something along the lines of that sort of a structure would have worked well for you. And having looked through them, I saw, Greg, you did quite a good job there. Thank you. The second question was a report to senior managers. And the key thing here, it's to senior managers. It needs to be at a high level of professionalism. Again, it would need an introduction, a body, and conclusion. Some of you just wrote down what you know about that subject, a bunch of bullet points. That is not a report. So many of you demonstrated good knowledge of project management in both questions, but have failed to score good marks simply because you didn't answer the question. But many of you did do very well, and looking at the marks in the time tutorial, I haven't seen many that have scored well beyond a 75%er, but that is what we're looking for. 75% is a first. And remember, we are marking these now, all the marking that we're doing is now more or less at the standard to which we will mark your final exam. Something else I wanted to talk about was, yes, the hand-in that you've just done. There'll be no marks for the business case itself. We will be marking the analysis around the business case, your criticism of problems, etc. So be aware of that when you get your next round of marks. And in the assignment that you're going to do this week, there are 4 questions. The first question has 3 parts, and we've also asked you, amongst those questions, to transfer the content of your project charter into your plan. I see some of you have already done this. That's not a problem. You've just done it a little bit early. And in fact, I was going to only ask you to do that in next week's assignments so that you could have a bit of time to get that right. So what else can I tell you? I think that's more or less all. Please continue the momentum that has been created in the small group discussions. Of course, you'll go back to having your tutors rather than Derek monitoring those. But let's try and keep a good momentum there. Good luck for the week, and talk to you next week. Bye bye, everybody.